When I tell people that we didn't go to the moon, the first thing people are like, what? You're a conspiracy theorist? You know, they're very incredulous. And they're like, ah, blah, blah, blah. And then I share with them, if they allow me, all the data that says, yeah, come on, let's pull back and fly right here, because you've been believing a fraud for many years, as I did too, as we all did, until you're like, yeah, that does make sense. Never mind the losing of the telemetry data. First and foremost, you can't lose the telemetry data. It's just so freaking stupid from Apollo 11. Anyway, be that as it may. The next thing they'll say is, but why would they lie? Why would NASA lie? All right, so never mind the fact that NASA was run by Werner von Braun, literally a Nazi, a major in the Nazi party. All right, this guy's not a good guy. Operation Paperclip, these are no longer conspiracy theories, man. These are facts. You can challenge them all day long. I encourage you to do so. I encourage you to prove me wrong, because the more you go down this realm, you'll say, man, that guy Josh, he's not that crazy after all. Trust me, I was there 3 years ago. I was there on your side thinking, no, this is nuts. And the more I looked into it, the more I said, ooh, I did not know that. I did not know this. I did not know that. It's nuts. I'll leave a link in the show notes to a video if you're inclined to watch about the moon hoax. It's fun. It's a good video to watch. Anyway, but it just comes down to numbers. All right, so remember, to perpetuate the hoax, you have to have buy-in by not that many people, man. Everyone says, you know, and fools will say, so you're saying everyone at NASA is in on it? No, I know a lady who worked at Enron. She wasn't in on the Enron fraud. She just worked there. Same thing here. But there's money to be made by perpetuating the hoax, by a lot of loyal votes. Here's this guy, University of Maine Farmington professor, part of NASA drought study. Not at science agency. That's what NASA stands for. Nazis I like to come up with it. Nazis always something sell. I don't know, because NASA was started by Nazis, literal Nazis who served for Hitler, Werner von Braun, and others. Look them up. I invite you to. I look 3 years ago. I thought the same thing as you are right now. I was like, that can't be true. I invite you to look it up. Was NASA founded run by Nazis? Yeah. And then look up Gus Grissom. He's not a Nazi. He sacrificed for NASA. Then you look up James Webb. You're like, why did James Webb step down? Literally, after the 3 astronauts got destroyed, blown up, essentially, on the tarmac, Gus Grissom's last words were, if we came and communicate with each other between these buildings, how are we going to do it from the moon? And then he died. An explosion of fire. And then literally 18 months later on the moon. The whole thing. So I invite you to. Anyway, so here's this guy, Beardsley here, professor of biology at University of Maine Farmington, and a team of other 4 scientists will receive $600,000 from NASA to see whether thinning in Arizona ponderosa pine forest increases water supplies for wild ecosystems and human communities. All right. His current research focuses on the response of forests and endangered species to climate change. He'll join other scientists from northern Arizona, Wesleyan, this guy, at the Arizona Project. It's a 3-year project with funding from the NASA. NASA is buying adherence. All right, let's see. At the same time, the burning of fossil fuels has led to a warmer and drier conditions. I like how they say that as if that's a proven fact. It's not. It's idiotic to say the burning of fossil fuels has led to this. You would say, some researchers say the burning of fossil fuels has led to this. Just so freaking dumb, man. But anyway, whatever. The mix has led to catastrophic wildfires and severe drought. So this right here, the burning of fossil fuels has led to catastrophic wildfires and severe drought. It just is so idiotic. Who wrote this article? Lori Schreiber. Let's take a look at who Lori is, because that's weak stuff there. You're stating an opinion as a fact. That's why no one trusts the media anymore. All right, drought and wildfire are causing death of trees in western forests. Okay, says guy. Thinning is not an appropriate climate solution for all forests, but in ponderosa pines, it might just be the route to protecting this precious resource. How dare you want to thin? You can't do that. How dare you, Professor? The project will employ space instruments to extrapolate the findings to the entire state of Arizona. A major goal is to assess the capacity of the ISS thermal radiometer A NASA project that started in 2010. Why would they lie? It's an annuity, dude. NASA is making $60 million a day. And they lie all the time. Just NOAA, NASA, just watch Tony Heller's client science stuff, dude. You'll be pissed off at the lies that are emitted, I guess, emulate, whatever it is, from our government agencies. DOD, look, I'm not saying the DOD is any better. Trust me, I used to think the DOD was all that in a bag of chips. The Pentagon, they just do the same thing. Eisenhower, he talked about the military industrial complex. He also talked about the educational industrial complex as well. The research team will employ on-site weather stations, underground soil, on-site weather stations. Now, are we going to do it like the NOAA and the NASA crew, where they put it on friggin' tarmacs or underneath an air conditioning unit to show how warm it is? Laser-equipped drones. The instruments will measure how thinning alters temperature, water balance. Okay, whatever. This guy's anyway. So he's very active in Sustainable Campus Coalition. He teaches course about ecology, conservatism, and forests, as well as a travel course to Costa Rica, which is funny because one of my kids is going to a travel course to Costa Rica next month or next summer, and I'm looking forward to going. Anyway, so I had to put it. Oh, they didn't post my comment. You clowns. You clowns. They didn't post my comment. Let me see real quick. Yeah, so this is the second time they've deleted comments on this channel here on Maine Biz. Even though I'm a subscriber, I pay for it. Because I said, how's a good professor get in Arizona? How's he get to Costa Rica? He's busy biking. It'd be tough to do that all the way to Costa Rica, because if you're biking, at least you're not emitting CO2, because right here, what old Lori says, the burning of fossil fuels has led to catastrophic wildfires and droughts. And I say, well, just 2 round trips from Bangor, Maine to freaking Phoenix, 2, is the equivalent of the amount of kilowatt hours my family uses in a whole year. My family is 6 in our $3,300 100 square foot home. So him flying to Phoenix twice and back over the course of 1 year is the exact same amount of kilowatt hours used that we do, that my family is 6 in this entire house for the year. And that doesn't include him going to Costa Rica and wherever the hell he goes to. I don't hate these people. I just think they're all hypocrites, man. All hypocrites. But this is why NASA would lie, to perpetuate the hoax. You think this guy's going to challenge NASA's findings on the moon landing, knowing full well that NASA is subsidizing his income stream? You crazy? And that's why they lie. All right. Love your thoughts. Look, man, challenge me. Say, Josh, you don't know what you're talking about, because they didn't lose the telemetry data, or they still have the lunar module, the specifications of the initial lunar module. They still have that. Or, and the list goes on and on and on. By all means, challenge me. But the Mythbusters, oh God, those guys are clowns, dude. Clowns. Look, trust me. I was on your side 3 years ago, and then I started seeing a slow but steady declining of the lies. I'm like, knowing what I know about the climate change hoax, i.e., hide the decline, and how badly NOAA and NASA are in on just changing the weather temperatures from the past, literally changing them, and no one cares because of money. This guy's never going to challenge NASA. Too much money at stake. All right, love your thoughts. We'll see you.